Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Executive Talk. Those that are watching online and those that are watching live right now, those that are here in our studio audience and those that are watching the show later. Today is another segment of Executive Talk, and today's topic is called the DNA makeup of your business. Now I know that's very strange to talk about DNA and business all at the same time, but let's think about it from this perspective. Everything that your business is made up of is your ideas, your creativity, all your belief systems. There's a lot that's filtered in your business. Now, I'm sure there's business owners out there, I'm sure you at home, I'm sure here in our studio audience, people can really claim and say, this business is my baby. I love what I do. This is my baby. So from that particular perspective of the DNA makeup, when you say that's your baby, you gave birth to your business. As soon as you registered your business to the Secretary of State, you gave birth to your baby. This is what you have. But all your creativity, all your ideas, and all your concepts are built into your business. So it's the DNA makeup of your business and the functionality and the reason why your business does what it does. So let's talk about it a little bit further. So what do you have in front of you as business owners every single day? So let's think about it from this particular perspective. Every time you wake up, no matter how busy of a day you have, if you have clients that you need to meet, meetings, leads groups, networking events to attend, you have decisions to make every single day. Have you as business owners found yourself saying, well, if I do this, this will be the end result. If I don't do this, this will be the end result. Should I do this? Should I go to this networking event right now? Should I go talk to this client? Should I make that extra call? What if I don't make this call? What will happen? Those are the decision-making questions that you start off saying all the time. This is just part of your daily business and activity. So what about your dreams? Every business owner has a dream. Maybe their dream is to travel more. Maybe their dream is to be in Italy and Rome every single year. Maybe they want to travel the whole world. So part of your business decisions and everything that you're doing is based off of your dreams. What about money? Maybe there's a certain money aspect that you want to get to by the end of every single year. Maybe 100,000, 200,000 is your annual goal regardless, year after year. Maybe there's a lifestyle that you would like to achieve. Maybe that lifestyle is to be able to get off at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock with your kids and spend the rest of the evening and afternoon with them. Maybe you want to work only 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, and take Friday, Saturday off. It's a lifestyle that you're looking for within your business. What about your values? A lot of people are in business because they have a specific belief system. They feel like this is their purpose and this is why they're here on earth in general, is to run this particular business. And ultimately, within your business model, the reason why you go through and the reason why you persevere through so much is you want to make a difference. You want to be able to say, the life that I led here on earth, I was able to achieve this and make a difference somehow. What about struggles? No matter what decisions that you have to make, you have your struggles, you have your fears. Things that bother us about the world today. I guarantee you can turn on the news right now and figure out one thing that bothers you about the world that you live in today. Part of these prompt your decisions on why you want to leave every year and have that vacation is because you just want to take a break from the regular craziness that you see on the news. And then just as well, you have your day-to-day. You have your day-to-day struggles. I have to meet this bill. I have to, the kids need this. You have your day-to-day. So this is what's in front of us every single day when we wake up. So how does weird find its way into your business? Now I know that's a weird way of stating that, but these are some of the things that you think about. You don't really say them out loud, but you say, this is weird. Why is this happening? Do you ever find yourself compromising within your business? Have you ever found yourself arguing with a client? You didn't get in business to have another argument with somebody. That's not what your purpose in business is to do, is to argue with clients. But you find yourself doing that maybe on a regular basis, trying to communicate, hey, this is what I meant. Well, no, this is what I meant. You're having those arguments. Have you found yourself saying, what's wrong with people? There's something that's happening within your business that, again, it feels weird. It's not supposed to be there. And this is something that we have to really identify as root issues to our business. Now, the way that we need to pay attention to everything, there's always two items that business owners need to pay attention to. This is something that you're not going to find when you when you go to school for business. You're not going to find these particular topics a discussion here. But you have to focus on the symptoms and roots of every single thing that happens within your business. It comes from a symptom and also a root. And let's talk about those symptoms and the symptom versus root. And your symptoms, they're your indicators. And so let's talk about indicators in this particular fashion so we can, and I'll get into a couple of business indicators as well. But so let's say an indicator in your own personal life, let's say all winter long, your nose wasn't running, you weren't coughing, you felt pretty good. But then let's say April, May rolls around. What happens? Your nose starts to run, you start to cough. You're starting to have a few symptoms. It's your first sign to say, I'm coming into allergy season. Okay, so everything in life has a symptom, even us personally. So what are the symptoms that you'll find in business? Because you need indicators. See, in business ownership, because we have so many decisions, because everything is so unknown, we don't know what day-to-day is going to be. The only thing that's typically known in business is by your indicators. And these are some things that these are some signs that will let you know if you're on track, it'll just let you know where you're at in your business. So here's some of the symptoms, the customer service patterns in your business. Are you noticing that there's a constant issue that constantly comes up in your business with every single customer? There's always a customer service issue that you have to deal with. Now, these symptoms will turn into, if you see them as a symptom, you'll just say, this is part of my business, which is true. In a lot of cases, it is just part of your business. But with that customer service pattern, is there something else that needs to be stated that you haven't dealt with? Why is this customer service pattern happening over and over again? What about bad client interactions? Those are symptoms. Those are symptoms of something that's happening in the very beginning that you were unaware of. What about the roller coaster business? You know, it's one thing for a business owner that is a seasonal business to have good times and bad times. Let's say they're only open for 9 months out of the year, and the rest of the 3 months they're closed. That's a seasonal business. That's a different roller coaster. Now, but if you have a business that's year-round, why is your business having so many roller coasters? Is that just part of what your business is? Or is there a symptom that this roller coaster is having? You first 3 months you're doing extremely well, and then you dip down for the next 3 months. Is that a symptom? Even working too much, is there a symptom there that you're not facing? There's never enough time. I'm sure a lot of business owners have stated that. I know I've stated that a few times, that there's not enough time in the day. Now, those are obviously the easy ones to pick out as symptoms because they're the negative aspects of what you deal with on the business. But there's also some positives. Those positive symptoms are, I'm doing really well. Business is consistent. I'm starting to flourish. I'm starting to see year after year, I'm starting to see sustainable growth. Exciting new opportunities. Those are symptoms of things that are happening right in your business. So there's always symptoms, there's just whether they're good or bad. And the problem and the challenge within business ownership is that we tend to look at symptoms as the root issue. So I'm going to take that analogy that I said in the very beginning with allergy season. Of course, you take the human tranquilizer pill, which is Benadryl, if you have a runny nose. Then it's supposed to suppress your runny nose, and that you're dealing with the symptom. Now, does that runny nose come back 2 or 3 days later? It absolutely does. So there's still something missing, and it's the same effect when it comes to your business. If that same symptom is dealt with and you put a Band-Aid over it for that particular week, and it shows up next month, that same symptom is reoccurring. So you have to really deal with something else different. And so with the DNA strand, the root is everything. And in this particular conversation, and for business owners, and this is the visible this right here is the visual of that DNA strand. That's what it looks like. That's what we're all made up of. So in your business ownership, take this as your business. This is the DNA strand of what you have. So the root issues is the DNA of your business. It's the home base. It's where all your decisions are made. Everything, no matter if you're a business for 15 to 20 years, you made a decision based on what the DNA and the decision-making process of your business. It comes from here. All your problems and all your challenges that you have within your business come specifically from the DNA of your business. And here's my proof in that. This one is all, so let's pick out a strand here. So this particular strand is the money strand. This money strand, and I'm sure everybody can relate to this. Everybody, and the reason why I chose money is because it's a very relatable topic. We all come from various backgrounds. So let me go ahead and pick out two backgrounds just for an example's sake in this, conversation. So you have one background where a person has seen their family, where everybody is doctors, lawyers. People are seemingly actually very successful within their family. So you tend to think as coming into a new business owner, as a business owner, well, my family made a lot of money, so I'm expected already to make a lot of money. And I'm going to, so within my family, I have the family pressure that I'm going to make a lot of money, and I feel like I'm already going to do it. So bottom line, you're already coming with the mindset of your business that is already going to make money. Now, let's pull out a different dynamic. Let's say you came from a family background where the money is the root to all evil. If that's your background, if that's your mindset, well, then that's part of the DNA of your business. It's already infiltrated. So that creates your belief system. Now, of course, you don't talk about it. You're not going to say, I have money issues. You don't really see it as that way. And the reason why you don't see it that way is because dreams actually contradict that belief system. So if you have a dream that's bigger than the whole United States, let's say your dream is to have multiple locations nationwide, and that's your dream business that you're trying to create. So of course your dream is up here, but then you have this money issue right here where you feel like money is the root to all evil. So then what that creates is seeds. As soon as and then this is what I mean by the seeds. When you go out to a networking event, when you have a one-to-one, when you meet with people, you're planting seeds. And I know we've all said that within our business, hey, I'm just planting seeds and they'll eventually turn into something. So you're planting seeds within your business on a very regular basis. But your seeds, that particular seed that you're creating is tainted a little bit. Because your DNA states, based on how you believe your belief system around money, it says, money's the root to all evil, but then I have these dreams over here, so now your seed is a little tainted. And let me show you how that shows up. So what are the symptoms of that? You don't charge accordingly. So, for example, let's say your cost of your business product is $5,000. You know that's the cost that you need to earn your money. You got your dreams over here, but based on your background, based on your schooling that you have, your years of expertise, you know your value and you know your worth of your business. So that's why you charge $5,000. But then you're sitting in front of your client and and you mention this $5,000, and next thing you know, they give you that look. Now that look states a couple of things. That's that I don't qualify, I disqualify for your product. I'm disqualifying myself from your product because that's way too expensive. So you got your dreams over here, you know your value, you got all this stuff in order, but then this person, this other part of you, this DNA part of you is stating money is the root to all evil. So you price drop immediately as soon as you see that face. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. You know what, for you, it's going to only be $2,500. Where is the direct correlation? Again, in that particular moment when maybe that wasn't your target market in the first place. Maybe that person truly didn't understand why your price was $5,000. But because of this DNA strand that your business is based off of, and is going into business, it made you think of something completely different that didn't even exist. So let's say, let's go on a different symptom. You get the client and then no client delivery. Okay, this is very typical. This happens a lot in business owners. This is sometimes the reason why business owners win clients from a different company. It's because of the no client delivery. So you get the client, but because you have this issue with money, so now you're starting to make money, you're achieving your dreams, but then this DNA strand over here saying the money is root to all evil, you get the client, then you find yourself in a busy lifestyle. You find yourself, you don't have time to deliver the product that you were going to say to the client. You find yourself scrambling the day of, trying to get everything in order, and then you hand it to the client, and then the client, lo and behold, they don't want your business anymore. So you still end up losing the money regardless. Attracting new clients that really don't fit your business. That anyone and everyone, if I had $1 for every time I heard anyone and everyone, I'd be a millionaire by now. This happens so often. Is anyone and everyone? No, because truth be told, not everybody likes you as a person. You don't like everybody as a person. It's just a fact of life. So there's a number one disqualifier right there for anyone and everyone. Can anyone and everyone afford your services? No. But anyone and everyone, when you start to notice that more of your clients aren't staying with you, they don't understand your concept, well, then not anyone and everyone qualifies for your business, which still correlates to no money. So how does that affect your decisions? And these are two things that are silent things that happen in your business, and this is something that at the end of the month you say, well, I did a lot of activity. I don't understand why there's not any results from this activity. I seemed really busy. I worked really hard. I still have no results. So let me bring up two examples. The first example is attending networking events with no end game. So there's two ways to attend a networking event. You go to the networking event, you have no end game, and you attend that networking event, and the first person that you look for is somebody that you know. And of course, that's a good thing because, of course, you're familiar with them. Kind of breaks the cycle and loosens you up a little bit. But when you find yourself hanging around that person, that same person that you know already, that you've already had a one-to-one, you know their family, you know everything about them that you need to know, and you find yourself hanging around them and talking to them the whole networking event, that still correlates to a money issue. You didn't really go there, so you did spend time, you're trying to plant the seed, but because you didn't do the other activity, which is meet some new people, it didn't amount to anything. Or the other extreme of that is when you go to the networking event, now you are meeting some new people that you didn't know. You have 10 new business cards of people that you need to follow up with. You need to connect with them on LinkedIn, Facebook, so on and so forth, and call them and meet with them. And then you do all this, you get home, you put them on your desk, and you're ready to call them tomorrow, and you never make the phone call. It's still the same effect. It still comes back to that same DNA issue within your business. Taking on too much in your business. Now, this is very classic of business owners because somehow or another we feel like we have, just because we're business owners, we can conquer just about anything. And then number two, we have time to do just about anything. So what does that look like? When you join and there's nothing wrong with doing all this, it's good to be an active participant, but there's only so much time in the world. So you join a nonprofit organization, you're part of the board. You join the PTA. You join the, part of the executive director of the insurance field, and you're one of the experts that's on there. You sit on the board of that, and you're sitting on all these boards. Now, these are all good activities. They really help you out. You become very knowledgeable. But when you're worn out and you can't really effectively deliver to your client, is it effective? So we can do anything, but not everything is beneficial. So we really have to take a look at that and figure out, again, from the DNA standpoint, what is causing us to do all this extra stuff. And so what I have business owners do is I have you inventory your symptoms of your business. So you can start to identify and narrow down your business and what's happening within it. Because the worst thing you want to do is go down 5 or 10 years within your business and say, well, that was that simple? I didn't realize that was a problem. But inventory. What customer service issues are consistent? Part of the root cause is communication and leadership. Okay, that's kind of a subcategory of the root. But then the customer service issues, why didn't you communicate the next level to help your clients get there? So you didn't have to have that particular conversation. Why did you keep getting clients that don't understand? Why do you keep getting clients that don't understand what you do? Communication. Is there something with your messaging? Is there something with leadership? Because if I don't tell you clearly what I do as a business owner, well, then you don't have to refer me. Then I can find people who really truly don't qualify, which still affects that money issue. Why is my retention engagement of my clients low? Well, if I don't properly communicate, I don't properly give them the messaging, or if I'm not leading them correctly, well, then they can potentially fall off, which means I still don't earn any money at the end of the day. So it still runs back to that same DNA issue. Why do I keep losing clients to other companies? Messaging, leadership, it's all the same issue. It's all back in the DNA part of your business. And that's the blaring part that I want everybody to understand regarding this message when it comes to the DNA portion of your business. You don't have to run into these situations. Think about what the root cause and the root situation. And the most important value in this particular conversation, and to wrap it all up, is your brand is right here. And there's two types of referrals out there in the marketplace. When you meet with somebody and you say, do you know so-and-so? You're going to get two varying directions, or you get three. For one, no, I don't know them. Yes or no, I know them. But either if it's a yes, that yes can go two different directions. Either a positive yes, yes, absolutely. You should use their services. It will absolutely help, and this is why. That means you clearly articulated your message. It's a clean introduction. Or there's that person where you say, yeah, I know him. Are you trying to do business with him? You get that little hesitating because you know specifically, I don't know. They have a good business. They have a lot going for them. It's just something is missing. I'm not really for sure what it is, but I really can't I just don't know. I can't really confidently refer you to them. And that's what's in effect right now. And this is why we need to understand what the root issues, because if we always deal with the root, if we take monthly inventory and deal with our root and say, oh, we're running less into this particular situation. So that means things are being dealt with, but we're running more into this situation. You have to really identify what those are so you can stop the madness before it gets too far. I want to welcome everybody and thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Executive Talk. As always, look up our Facebook page, look up our Twitter, YouTube, and also LinkedIn and Instagram under Executive Talk. And more of our conversations will be here. If you have any questions, please send us an email. Let us know how we can help you out further. But in the meantime, we have to get back to work. Have a good day.